Hello and welcome to another update video about FTM Fantom. I still see Fantom as possibly in this wave 2 corrective rally, which could stretch out quite a bit more. I explained in previous videos the overall chart context, so it's not a great context, but there are two main scenarios I'm watching. In both, I would like to see the price climb a bit higher. In the first scenario, we have a bearish case with 5 waves down off the high. And this would then be called a wave 1, and we're now in a wave 2 corrective rally. That, however, should also stretch higher. And the first target I mentioned is 54 cents. That's still on the chart, unchanged. We're not even there yet. Next one would be 78 cents. The structure to the upside is what in terms of detailed wave structure, is a bit difficult, a bit messy, but that's normal for a correction. But I see this as an A wave. At some point we should get a B wave pullback and then a C wave rally. But in both scenarios, I would like to see higher. In both the bearish one, but also the bullish one. What would be the bullish one? The bullish one is a bit questionable as well, because I think we've got an ABC structure here to the upside initially, which I call an A wave, then the B wave pullback, and we would now move up in a C wave. So that is the bullish count, the white count. So either we are moving up in a corrective rally or in some kind of an impulse in the C wave. Both, however, in the short term point towards higher prices, as long as certain levels are holding, which I'm going to talk about in this video. So I wouldn't, I wouldn't get too bearish short term. I would rather focus on higher, just be very cautious here on this chart, because I think it shows us a 5-wave move to the upside, or at least the risk exists that we've got a 5-wave move from the 2021 high. A 5-wave move down from the 2021 high means we have to be a bit careful. Doesn't mean it couldn't go up further. We had a very, very clearly defined support area here throughout the year, and this one did hold, never broke, and from there the price starts to move up either in this corrective rally wave 2 or in a C wave in the white count. In this scenario, in the white count, we should see a break above $1.89. So a move above 189 would further confirm a more bullish scenario. Okay. In the short term, it doesn't matter to me at all if I call the move up a C wave or if I call the move up here yellow wave 2. Doesn't matter at all. It's just labels. The trend is up at the moment. And if we get a pullback, I'd be looking at the moment for a corrective pullback, which would then emphasize trend continuation. That's been my message for a while here about Fantom. I've got two, you could say in the detailed structure here, I've got 2 wave counts. Not too happy with the microstructure. It's just not too clear. Okay, so again, you want to, you need to understand that we have to be flexible about this one. But in one wave count, this here is a 5-wave move up. And if we get a pullback, support is 21.1 cent. And then we can get a C wave rally like that. So a pullback might show and move into the region between 21.1 cent and 31.5 cents before the move up continues in a nice ABC structure. That A wave doesn't show any indication of being complete. I can't remember when I made the last video, if it was here or here. I can't remember. Either way, I remember that we never broke the support level I indicated in that last video. So the trend continuation in the current structure is still preferred. Okay, so support levels did hold. And what we need to see now is at some point a deeper pullback. And if it happens, then ideally, if it's a corrective one, this could be a nice setup for a further rally in 2024. However, there is no guarantee for a deep pullback, because this is where let's say the second scenario is coming in. There are 2 different ways how this microstructure can unfold. So I've got the A wave here as a 5-wave move, right? The thing is, A waves can also be 3-wave moves. And then this would have been the A wave. This would have been the B wave already, shadow though. And we're now already moving up in wave C more aggressively and more directly. And let me change that maybe to blue, okay, and make it a bit larger. But that is absolutely another possibility in which the market can move higher more directly. And then we would now not necessarily see a deep pullback that could technically even go to 21 cents. No, it would just be limited to the low at 28 cents, and it wouldn't necessarily even go down that much. So no pullback shows at the moment anyway. Pullbacks can be shallow as we climb higher. And at the moment, I haven't got any evidence that pullback has started anyway, whatsoever. So you might want to use maybe something like a trend line as a guide that tells you when a pullback is starting. Pullbacks to trend lines as well can be used as entry points. It just depends on your strategy. But from an Elliott wave point of view, these are the two scenarios that I see at the moment. And only below 21.1 cents, I will take the perspective that there is not any reasonable prospect anymore for rising prices out of these structures, because that is when the support level breaks. Yeah, that's my update about Fantom. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.